So we've made it to our new RV park. It's called Pagosa Springs RV Park. It used to be called Green Acres, I think, because that's what's in my map in my truck. Yep. Charlotte, what are you doing? Anyways, this is a way better spot than the one we had in Durango. This one has grass. It backs up to a creek. Here, come on, I'll show you. So this one has quite a bit of space. It's got a little wooden end area. So plenty of space for activities. The cool thing are these spots are like angular. You park at an angle. So even though you're close over here, it doesn't really bother your next door neighbors. There's Lana. You get this table and this like little paved area, but the best part is all this grass, and you back up to this creek. They have little benches back here to hang out. We're in site 48. Check out this creek, guys, right behind our camper. Pretty cool. There's the back side of our spot. Lots of grass to hang out in. Charlotte's gonna love that. Once again, we're in Colorado, so no wood fires. So I brought all this stuff for nothing. That's okay, we're from Texas, we didn't know. And I think we're gonna like this spot a lot better. What do you think? Got a bar. Really nice grassy area out back. Husky cattle dog. So they have these really cute cabins. They're either new or really well taken care of. I tend to think that they're just really well taken care of because this park is really well taken care of. Look at this grass. Lana's checking out the cooking area.
This is like barbecuing with a view.
Oh, that's a pizza oven.
Oh, well, still look at the view. But that's a big grill.
Yeah, it's a big grill. Big old pizza oven, looks like.
It says, to prevent attracting bears into our park.
Well, we are in Colorado.
Let's do that. Whatever we need to do to make that happen, let's do it.
This park might be a ways from Pagosa Springs. Probably about a 12 to 15 minute drive if I had to guess. And you're definitely in the mountain. Your service here is going to suffer, but they got Starlink, right? Is that what they said?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so far it's been pretty good. We're going to try to minimize our usage, of course, because everybody's trying to use it in here. But really, if you want to be in the mountains and away from traffic and town, this is definitely a good place to come. You're in the middle of the mountains here. Here's your laundry area and shower house. Lana's got to do some laundry, so she'll be checking this out later.
Got the old Speed Queens.
Yeah. Pretty solid choice for most places.
So $3 and $1.50. Bears live in this area. Help keep bears wild. This is kind of scary.
I really hope we see one.
At a zoo.
So these would be your mountainside ones. As you can see, they pretty much back up to a mountain. It's pretty self-explanatory there. Here's your mountain view sites, which are kind of in the middle of the park. I would think that these are probably the least desirable. These are mountainside, not mountain view, mountainside, which makes a lot more sense. Here's the men one, and the ladies are down there. There's a code, and we don't remember what they are, so we'll have to come back later to get these, but here's your shower houses. Alright guys, I am showing you the men's washroom. It's not a bad setup. Nice towel area. Got a little chair to change in. We got 3 showers in the men's one. course, sinks and all that. So, not a bad wash house. Plenty of room in here. Looks like they do have an on-demand water heater in here, probably to save energy. Colorado's big on saving energy, so makes perfect sense. So guys, one thing I wanted to show you about this park. Nobody runs their lights. It is dark, dark, dark.
Except those people
Except
over there?
those a-holes, aka us. We're about to turn ours off, don't worry. But yeah. So we noticed this is the second part, even the one in the Durango, they don't run their lights either. So I know a lot of people think those lights are pretty annoying, so we're gonna turn ours off as well. Look at this. It's so quiet and so dark. We're literally the only people that have our lights on down there. What a bunch of a-holes.
Oh, right. Sure.
Okay.
So when you're booking this place, like RV-wise, they have the mountainside ones, which are the ones over here. They have the riverside ones, which is where we are, and then they have pull-through options.
The views from this park, while not like long distance views, I mean, you're definitely surrounded in the mountains here. And look at that view right there. It's pretty good. If you're going to the riverside and you got to make this turn near the bridge, it's a pretty tight turn, but definitely doable. Just got to take a little bit of wide here, make it around. And then they got this little, they call it a bridge, but really it's just a bunch of gravel with some drainage. They're pretty much all set up like this, with an area blocked in by these wooden timbers. But pretty much everybody has the same setup. Man, those black birds are loud. Here's site 40B and 40A. I assume if you're in a pair, these would be good. That's why they're A and B. Here's all your riverside sites. We're down there. These are all the 40s. All of these sites on this side back up to this little, I guess it's big enough to call a river. Yeah, I call it a river. Colorado's a little dry this year, so it's not very high. Of course, this might be the highest this gets.
Probably our side has the best chance to get down there.
Yep. Here's your 29, your 30 sites. These aren't really at the river, but they're on the river side, I guess. They don't really back up to the river, though. Obviously, these riverside sites, I think, are probably the most desirable in this park. So like I mentioned, here's our site. We're site 48, right? We're site 48, 49, yeah, 49's right there, 50's down there. Plenty of space. Sewer's right over there, so they do have sewer here. Your electrical, water's right there. And they have an underground leak at ours real quick, so we have a hose coming over underground, which is perfectly fine. There's no problem with that. Looks like they originally probably only had 30 amp and came and added 50 amp later, would be my guess. As you can see, the 50 amps kind of on the side there, but they do got 50 amp everywhere. So like I mentioned now a couple times, with this park you are secluded from town, so don't expect to be right near town. When we were coming over from Durango going into Pagosa Springs, I think my GPS said we still had 12 to 14 miles left to get here, so that kind of gives you an idea how far out of town you are. Which to me, 12, 14 miles, that's not a big deal. I mean, come on. So you get the joy of being close enough to town to enjoy all the restaurants and stuff, but you can get away from it if you're wanting to be more into nature. So to me, it's a win-win. Like I said, this is the, like I said earlier, this is the back side of our site. We really kind of have one of the best spots on the creek. Really any of these over here, the mid 40s, they all have this really nice access, grass. Site 47's got this bench behind it to kind of hang out on. We have a little beachy area along with the creek. A nice view of the creek coming down under the bridge over there. But yeah, that's pretty much it. What makes this park awesome is the grass surrounding it if you get one of the riverside. and of course being on the river itself. Well, we're gonna try to find something to eat tonight. We're probably gonna end up going to that wildlife park, which is right down the road. They got a bunch of mountain animals there, bears, not lions, cougars? What do they have here? Mountain lions?
Mountain lions.
There you go.
Bear, elk.
Yeah, so we're gonna check all that stuff out. And that pretty much concludes our little walkthrough of the park. It's a small little park, but we like it so far. Oh, one major thing before I forget, I might have already mentioned it, but internet here. So you're not gonna have any cell service here. We have one bar that pops in and out every once in a while. But for the most part, don't expect to have service here. This park does have Starlink. They have 2 of them. So if one's a little slow for you, you can switch over to the other one. So they do have Starlink here. Well, I know we were coming into Pagosa Springs, service was a little spotty to begin with, so
We were on SOS mode.
yeah. So they do have Starlink, so I wouldn't expect to be able to watch like streaming that much, but for texting and perusing the internet, it's perfect. So hope you enjoyed that little walkthrough, and make sure to join us next week. We'll be showing you the wildlife park and starting to explore Pagosa Springs. So see you then. Bye.